you guys, and welcome to Play by Heart. It's an old Homestuck Otome game that I came upon a while back, but after a few really bad days of recording, I'm finally gonna try record again and see if it actually works this time. So let's get this thing started. Get your ass up, boy. The boss needs to see you for something. You are now completely awake thanks to this asshole's shouting. Your brain helpfully provides the name Heart's Boxcars. He's one of your fellow Midnight Crew members and has a special sort of hatred for you, one that is absolutely and completely inexplicable. Come on, Runt, let's move it or I'll really thrash you. Oh god, that accent I'm putting on this. I'm going. Slow as goddamn molasses. I said I'm going. Don't lose your head, dude. I hope Slick knives ya, you little shit. If the boss needs to see you, Boxcar's wishes have a good chance of coming true. You have no idea what Slick wants, but you should probably be on your guard. Not that you aren't always. Approach boss. Took you long enough, kid. Pretty sure it didn't actually take me more than a couple of minutes, but whatever you say, boss. You better cut that sass up or I'll cut it out for ya. I got an important job for you, so listen up. You're going to take out the English kid. What? The worthless offspring of that miserable green asshole. The one that has the biggest goddamn imbecile I've ever had the misfortune of interacting with. Jake? We don't gotta make this complicated with the name of the kid. We just gotta make the kid dead. It's about time we offed him. We're gonna destroy the felt once and for all. It pains the hell out of me to admit it, but I can appreciate the way you work, kid. You ain't as completely worthless as I thought. Oh god, wait, what? Okay. So I'm giving you this hit and hoping you don't screw it up. You want me to kill Jake? Don't make me repeat myself. Now, enough of this bullshit. Go murder that brat and get your ass back here. What? Dirk. Alright, Dirk. Wait, why? Okay, I just so you tell you guys, I did not play ahead. I would play a little bit and kind of got to this part and it would say failed recording. So I don't know. What? Why are you gonna kill Jake, Dirk? This wasn't exactly what you had planned, but it looks like you've been given your objective, so at least that's a start. Enter a room. Oh my god. You enter your room to gather your equipment and thoughts before you go into hitman mode. As suspected, the place is full of equipped with stereotypical mobster paraphernalia. Guns, cigars, and switchblades. Glass bottles of what might be moonshine. More guns. Damn, there are a lot of guns. You also got a closet, which to no one's surprise contains clothes. What will you do? Well, explore the room. I'm guessing that's his bed. No. Let's just go to your closet. There's a nice trench coat in here. Double-breasted, very suave. You put it on and slip your hands into the deep pockets that are perfect for concealing weapons. There is something in one of them. Oh, Durkee. Look at that. Prince of Hearts. Jack of Hearts. It's a playing card. You decide to keep it. You are now about as ready as you can be. Time to find Jake. Hit the streets. You leave the Midnight Crew hideout and wander down the sidewalk while thinking over your current problem. The problem being that you have no idea where Jake is. There are a number of places an esteemed member of your rival gang, the Felt, could be hiding out. Truly, the options here are staggering, especially considering the nature of your target. And your mind is drawing a complete and total blank. A guy like Jake English could certainly get around. You feel it would be best to sneak some advice and come up with a plan before you make your move. You of all people know better than to dive into a situation without being fully informed first. Your mind helpfully reminds you of just the person to go to in a situation like this. Your feet seem to know where to take you, as you're now standing outside a very familiar bar. Oh, I think I know who this is. Enter bar. Yup, it's Roxy. You observe the bar as a mixture of human and carapace patrons. One carapace is behind the piano, playing a jazzy little ragtime number. You glance around and spot a familiar face behind the bar. Approach familiar face. Hey there, Rox. How's business? Dirk! Long time no see. Business is good. Business. You know me, I keep things real. Real boozed up. You watch her maneuver around the bar, picking up bottles and glasses with practiced ease. She pours a glass of some kind of amber liquid on the rocks and slides it your way. You accept, picking up the glass and taking a measured sip. Ooh, Dirk drinks? Nice. It burns your throat and warms your stomach, and you fight the urge to wince at the aftertaste as Roxy leans over the bar and grins cheekily up to you. I'm guessing he didn't like it. So what brings you around these parts? What, besides seeing a pretty face? Oh, shut up, I know you. Something must be up, right? Ah, click. Ah, you caught me, I'm afraid. I'm looking to scope some intel on a job I'm working. You think you can help me out? Can't make me promises, but I can see what I can help you with. Lots of juicy gossip around here. Plenty of people coming here got some pretty loose tongues after a few drinks. Tongues. You'd be surprised what I know, winky face. That's what I'm counting on. I've got business with one Jake English. Happen to know where he's hiding nowadays? Aww, sad face. You know I can't give info like that to our rival gang members. Could cause all kinds of trouble for my bar. Neutral territory, Durkee. Yeah, I know. I'm not looking to cause any trouble for you. If you can't say, you can't say. Well, you know who can, right? Oh, hey there, Janie. Destry, I think this might be just the gal you're looking for. Winky face. But you didn't hear from me, okay? Roxy returns to tending her bar and its patrons while you turn to regard of Jane Crocker. So I hear you need of some assistance, Mr. Strider. You hear correctly, Miss Crocker. Can you clue me into the whereabouts of our mutual acquaintance, Jake English? Before I do that, what's the matter of this business you have with Mr. English? I know your type, Strider. How can I trust that you aren't about to be on a catalyst to yet another gang war? It's been relatively quiet lately between your two groups. I'm feeling a little suspicious. Ooh, choices. Nice. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Lie or be as vague as possible? Lie. You decide to lie like hell. I'm looking to strike a deal, extend an olive branch as it were, from one gang to another. Find a compromise so that we can split our turf and leave each other the hell alone once and for all. Huh? This doesn't sound like the usual work of your boss, Mr. Slick. Are you working on your own this time? Yeah, you could say that. I got plans of my own, and to be frank, I could give a shit about what McStabby has to say about it. Huh. Well, whatever the case, there's only one place that Jake English has been seen around lately. He's been keeping a suspiciously low profile. If you want to find Jake, you need to scope out the Felt Mansion. Shit. That's just what you need right now, to sneak into the heart of your rival gang's turf in order to off their second in command. Whatever. You've faced worse odds than this plenty of times before. You got this. Thanks, Jane. I owe you one. Ah, don't you forget it, Strider. You leave Jane to her drink and give Roxy a nod as you head out the door. tucking your hands further into your pockets as the cool night air hits you again. The Felt Mansion is on the other side of town, so you had best get walking. Reach the mansion. Felt Mansion is unmistakable. A huge, hideous building on the edge of town. It's a familiar sight, but not because you gallivant around it frequently. In fact, a Midnight Crew member such as yourself generally keeps the fuck away from the Felt territory. Messing around with the rival gang's turf inevitably leads to violence, and though you are a hitman, you certainly aren't stupid enough to kick a wasp's nest. Well, you weren't until now, you guess. Putting your stealth skills to work, you enter the mansion. Enter foyer. I don't know what it's called. You need to be quiet as possible and find Jake as fast as you can. This is pretty much the number one place you should never be, and you are reluctant to even breathe for fear of being caught. From your current location within the foyer of the mansion, you are able to see a staircase and a closed door. The only sound you can hear is a ticking, a constant tick, 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 loud. Like every single clock in the place is completely in sync, and there are a lot of clocks in here. You briefly wonder how Jake handles this constant noise. It's extremely grating and it makes you uneasy. But you focus past it. You have a job to do, and you aren't the one to let something as minor as time get in the way. What will you do? Oh goodness. Okay, so would I go to the closed door, or ascend the staircase? Okay, I've read Homestuck. I know what's in a closed door, so it's gonna be one of the Felt. So I'm gonna go up the stairs. Oh no, not open the closed door. Ascend the staircase. There's probably something that could be said about stairs, but it's honestly doesn't seem as relevant while going up them. You can't think of anyone who keeps falling up on these stairs. Oh, never mind. Roxy. At the top of the stairs is a hallway with a room on both sides. The door on the left is slightly ajar, and the other is closed. I don't trust closed doors, so I'm just gonna check out the slightly open one. Ooh. Oh man, I think I know whose room this is. You see that blue back there? You know who likes blue girls. There's just enough of a crack for you to peer into the room. Is it creepy to do this? Probably. Do you care? Yeah, fucking right. It takes a few seconds for your vision to focus, but when it does, you are able to make out a sliver of a figure with its back turned to you. It shifts ever so slightly, moving in and out of your line of sight. Still, you've seen enough to know that there is an excellent chance that the unruly mop of dark hair and green shirt you are peeping on belongs to your target. Now, of course, it's the matter of what you should do about this. Bust the fuck in there, sneak in, or... I'm sneaking, I'm a hitman, dude. You sneak into the room with some of your infamous Strider stealth. You're like an audio ninja. Nobody can get the dirt on you. You're as clean as a fucking whistle, except a lot quieter. A whistle that overcame a major substance abuse problem, trying to get its life back on track. The whistle is holding down a steady job now. It's taking things one day at a time. Eat a fucking dinner off that whistle. Speaking of things, you could eat a dinner off of... You catch a nice eyeful of that round English ass. His whole figure gyrates as he engaged in a sloppy makeout with a sun-bleached poster of a flapper. Well, you can't pretend that isn't weird, but hey, you're the guy with the fetish for horses and puppets. You are especially thankful for your trench coat. Jake, oh god. Jake English is basically a one-way ticket to Boner City, and the way his dress pants cling to his derivatives is not helping that fact. You are equally grateful that English still hasn't noticed you, and you feel a nagging sensation to tell him to be more like Jane, aware of his surroundings. Aware of his surroundings. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna continue to quietly observe. I don't know even. I guess. I don't know. You watch him as things start getting romantic between he and the poster. I should have coughed, goddammit. He seems to be really getting into it, smooching and caressing the flat paper attached to his wall. He ignores you completely as he sternly gazes into the cerulean woman's eyes. Way to make a guy feel special, English. Either way, while you're here, you decide to snoop around a little. It's not like you haven't already violated his privacy to the maximum extent. You look over to where he's off fantasizing with the poster. Yeah, okay. He's definitely not going to notice you anytime soon. What's this? Holy shit, does he have a lot of firearms. Then again, it's nothing that you didn't already know. Taking a closer look, you can see that they all have the safety on, and nearly all of them are unloaded. The boxes of ammunition strewn about the room, presumably, are supposed to be the bullets. What the hell? Where's that white thing? What is it? Anything else? Oh. That. What could this be? These discrete cans, not unlike ones you might recycle to build a town, seem to bear no particular importance. Still, you take a look at it and... Is that gunpowder? You try to suppress it, but the fine, flammable substance makes your throat itch. You cough quietly. You cough discreetly, drawing attention to yourself. At the quiet noise, Jake's romantic overtures with his poster comes to a screeching halt. Oh man, I missed the other thing. God damn it. Are you done romancing your cerulean lady yet? Great Scott! God, Green's got her belt. How long have you been standing there? A couple minutes. I was going to wait for you to be done, but you didn't look like you're going to stop anytime soon. Oh, very well then. What business brings you here? Lie like hell. Quickly fabricate a lie. Jake English, no matter what universe he's in, tends to err towards absent-mindedness after all. I've been hired as your bodyguard. I thought I made it perfectly clear that I do not require a babysitter. Just because I almost died last time doesn't mean I need a blazing bodyguard. I'm not even sure that I'm going to the gala. Gala? Oh no, he didn't even tell you what you were supposed to be doing? You see, there's this gala in just 2 hours, which I presume you're supposed to be guarding me at. But I can't very well go if I don't have a date. That would be embarrassing. Then again, I can't not go because my cousins are hosting it. Well, it looks like I've got the solution to all your problems. Since I'm supposed to go with you, anyway, I could always go as your date instead of your bodyguard. Oh, would you? I'd be much obliged if you did. Thank you so much. Which reminds me, wherever are my manners gone? Good Zooks, I knew if you got the first thing Dr. Scratch taught me about being a host. I'll go get you some, what kind of candy do you like? Candy? Anything orange is fine with me. Radio, I'll be back in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail. Jake leaves the room for a second, giving you a couple minutes to observe the interesting poster he has on his walls. Most of them look like from movie posters or photos that have clearly been left out in the sun too long. Alright, I'm back. I hope you like gummies. Sorry that there's so many green ones mixed in with the orange. They just come in a package like that. Don't worry about it. I enjoy chewy, fruit-flavored candies of all varieties. I'm swooning, English. You are the Cansanova. It's you. You're quite the joker, Mr. I'm sorry. It seems I forgot to ask your name. Strider. Dirk Strider. That sounds familiar. Can't seem to recall where I might have heard it before, though. Oh, why does Dirk look so sad? Oh, well. Anyways, it's very nice to meet you, Mr. Strider. Right back at you, English. So, why don't you tell me a little more about this gala? Well, it's held every April 13th, but my cousins, the Umbras, according to the invitation... Ship Pochino, Hogamagundi. I can't believe I almost forgot. You wouldn't happen to have any clothes that are more towards the formal, would you? Well, I can't say that English, what are you doing? You are suddenly 1 - 1 suave trench coat, thanks to Jake. Oh no, this won't do at all. It's a good thing I picked this up. It's one of my suits. There's something important about it, but I don't really remember what right now. Stitch just repaired it for me. Are you sure you want to give this to me? Why, of course. It's only the gentlemanly thing to do. Besides, I've already had a different jacket picked out. Alright, I'll keep it safe. You should probably get dressed now. Time's ticking. Rightio, mate. You can use the bathroom if you like. It's just down the hall and to the right. You nod and leave English to his own devices, heading out to freshen up and possibly redress. You do, after all, need to find a new place for your weaponry. A 10 gala. Ooh, snazzy. Kinda reminds me of Jade's outfit, the 8 a.m. or something outfit that she had. Yeah. The two of you managed to. Oh, no. Yeah, it looks like that one. The 8th ball. Oh goodness. Let's go back to the game. I'm so sorry. The two of you managed to get yourselves dressed and make to the gala in time to be considered fashionably late. The party is already in full swing, it seems, with plenty of people already dancing, eating, and drinking it up. You have to admit, it's a pretty swanky party they have going on here. The Umbra sure know how to host an event. Speaking of which, one of your illustrious hosts seemed to have spotted Jake and is quickly heading your way. Be accosted by host. English, I see. You finally showed up. Ugh, not this guy. You better stay away from him or Mr. Strider. And not a moment too soon, my dear cousin. What is this? You actually found a date? Or did they have to hire one again? I'll have you know that Mr. Strider is here with me by his own free will. You are, right? This one. I assure you that I'm not being paid a single buck. Jake here's my chic. Ain't that right, Mr. English, my English muffin? Oh shit, that's so cute. Dirk. Sorry, Pumpkin, I forgot you don't like pet names in public. Oh, it's so cute. How disgusting. Someone just shoot me now. Gladly, brother. Good evening, Jake. I hope you and your dates are enjoying the gala. What are you doing here? I was under the impression I was a host too. Anyways, Jake, it's very nice to see you again. Salutations, Miss Umbra. We're having a smashing time indeed. Thank you. This is my date, Mr. Dirk Strider. Oh shit. While Jake didn't recognize your name, the Umbras might. You've been as careful as possible while putting your name out in the world. The few that would know your name, however, would know of your occupation. After all, you didn't always work for the Midnight Crew. Miss Umbra seems completely oblivious. Her brother, however... Dirk Strider, you say? I see. How very nice to meet you, Mr. Strider. What would you say to perhaps playing a game? Fuck. No thanks. I've got a date to take care of. It's best if you play it safe for now. This Umbra character is a wild card that you didn't expect to show up in your deck. Period. Your passively aggressive statement will goad him into making the first move, so you can figure out what kind of game he really wants to play. Thank you. And okay, you don't exactly want to leave Jake alone either. Fine, be that way. But, mark my words, Strider, there will be consequences. I hope you enjoy your evening. His sister Appa drags him to go greet other guests, leaving you and Jake alone once again. You have to keep an eye on that Mr. Umbra in his seemingly undying rage. At this point in time, you can't tell whether he's trying to get you killed or solicitate you for hate sex. Maybe both. Phew. Boy, am I glad that's over. Calliope's nice, but her brother is a whole other story. Hey, it's cool. How about we head out for refreshments or something? Splendid idea, Mr. Strider. Away we go. Check out the spread. You let Jake lead the way over to the food table. There seems to be quite a variety of food items, and not all of them are things that you would normally expect to see at such an event. There's the predictable punch bowl as well as candies, jujubes, from what you can tell. Some little pumpkin pies, and is that raw meat? Really? Oh boy, that really have outdone themselves again. Just look at all this stuff. Go on then. Why don't you try something? Pumpkin pie, hell yeah. You aren't particularly up for jujubes. I keep saying jujubes. It's jujubes. At the moment, they don't come in orange anyway. And like, how are you gonna try raw meat? You draw the line at sushi. Thanks. Oh, that looks good. I think I'll have some too. I love pumpkins. I know. I mean, I know. They're delicious. Oh, Jerky. You know something we don't know, don't you? Right you are, Mr. Strider. They're quite pretty too. The orange pumpkins and green vines look lovely next to each other. In my opinion, orange and green look nice together in general. Find quiet place to eat. The two of you arrange your plates of finger foods and find a secluded clove to dig in. From here, the two of you are effectively away from the hustle and bustle of the gala proceedings, but have a clear view of the dance floor. Everyone seems to be having a good time at least. You look between Jake and who has begun to stuff his face with food, and your own plate of pickings. Engage in. I'm like thinking, what would I do? I would probably eat, but I'm gonna put engage in small talk. You clear your throat to get Jake's attention away from the plate in his lap. He looks at you expectantly. Ask about Jake's super sad dating history. Oh, hell yes. So, about you having higher dates. Ugh, Stranger, what the hell are you going on that for? I was going to tell you that I was honestly surprised that was even a thing for you. Because you seem like the type that everyone would fall for. But I guess I'm forbidden to be serious about that, so never mind. Oh, well, thanks for that then. It's peachy. Yeah, no problem. Oh, so many feels. I don't even ship them, but oh god. So, I make a tolerable date, personally speaking. So far, I say definitely tolerable. I might even go farther than that. But we've only just got here. Well, the night is young. Is that your way of saying you were planning on impressing me? So presumptions, Mr. Strider. But maybe I will. I'm looking forward to it. So what about you? So what about me? I barely know anything about you, and I've been blabbing on and on about myself and others up until now. What do you want to know? Anything my date is willing to divulge. Alright, the carpet matches the drapes. What? Dirk! Really? I don't know what this means. I really don't know what the carpet matches the drapes. I don't. Does it mean like seriously, like their carpet matches the drapes, or just like, does it mean something else? Yeah, really, you want to check for? I don't know what this means. What? I'd hardly take your word for it, pal. What a date. I'm gonna guess it's something sexual. You sure? Suit yourself, but the offer still stands. Oh my god. I like how he just ignores it. How about you answer this one instead? What's your favorite hobby, I guess? Swords play. You could say I'm pretty handy with swords. Really now? What sort of business is it fighting up close with blades? I'm the type that enjoys firearms. I would have never guessed. Anyway, you want to know about sword fighting? I don't have time for a crash course, but I can say I use the terrain to give me an advantage. Since it's close combat, stealth is my friend. So you fight up close and all, but get the jump on people? You sound like some kind of modern ninja. It's not exactly as intense as you're describing. I think it makes you sound mysterious, like a star on the silver screen. Well, that's some high praise from you, Mr. English. Well, everyone wants to be the hero, right? Being the hero is overrated. You don't have to be a hero to succeed. So you're more vigilant type. That's a ridiculous way of putting it, but I guess that suits me better. I guess you're right. Well, why give a hoot if you're the one doing the right thing? A vigilant can still be a hero. I'm glad you think so. I hope that your opinion won't change. It looks absolutely spiffing on you, by the way. What? My coat. Oh, thanks. I've got to say that you really need to be more cautious with this. I'll protect it for you, Jake, but you can't expect others to do the same. Can you promise me you'll keep it safe? Why are you blabbering on about it? It's just my coat. Oh, I get it. You're shy overthinking. It looks like you've become too familiar already. Worried about my father's view or your intentions or something. Or something? You can be such a cagey fella. Your date suddenly perks up and follows his gaze to an extremely classy-looking dame, slowly approaching your location. That lady there will be Gams, an acquaintance that goes by the moniker of Snowman. I should probably entreat her for a dance. That was her name. Why was I saying 8-ball? It's Snowball. Snowman. Oh my god. Wait for Jake to return. Yeah, why don't you find another dance partner, you know? You decide to hang out in the corner while Jake dances. It's not that you couldn't find a dance partner if you wanted, or even that you aren't interested in dancing. You're just better able to keep an eye on Jake from here. As you sip some punch, you convertedly watch him grin dashingly as he sweeps around the floor with Snowman. At least you try to convertedly watch him until your line of sight is blocked by a red bow tie and lime green suspenders. God damn it. Hey, fucker. Where are you going to dance? Now. Whoa there, man. I'm promised to another, you know? You're full of shit, Strider. Now, let's go. It seems dancing with Caliborn is completely inescapable. He's got a clawed grip on your arm as he steers you to the floor. You scope around for Jake, but you are being thrown into twirls and swings almost immediately. This dude is pretty aggressive with you, but you can deal with his shitty dance games. It's just that you want to find Jake. You don't actually mind dancing with this douche, but you do mind that it's making you lose track of Jake. Caliborn immediately goes into this awkwardly aggressive shy mode, like dancing with you is something incredibly obscene and is totally turning him on. It would be vaguely amusing to mess with it in any other situation, but you have a majorly important job to do right now. Except you can't seem to locate your target, and every time you start to glance around, Caliborn is there with an angry hiss. Mind if I cut in, cousin dear? Thank God. Jake wastes no time pulling you off the dance floor away from his fuming cousin. He leads you upstairs to a balcony. Some date you are, Strider, a real peach. Scamper off as soon as I turn my back. What do you have to say for yourself, I missed you. Oh no! You can't blame me, Jake. I was lonely. I missed you. Heavens to Betsy, we just met? You genuinely missed me that much? I missed you more than anything. I was exaggerating. It's a shame I feel like I have to jump through hoops to tell. I can't see your eyes. Oh, I don't chip you, but it's cute. When Jake cups your cheek, you are understandably surprised. But he only uses the hand to hold your face still, while he tucks away your shades and grips them tightly in his hand, before shoving them into his suit. Is this better for you? Can you tell what I'm thinking now? Maybe a tad, but you're still a terrible date. I hope I can convince you otherwise. After all, if romance is a book, we've only just written the first page. Oh wow, Mrs. Strider, if it was your intent to make me swoon, it worked. Oh god, it made me swoon too. To give your heart some severe dokies. That was the plan, and you got one. Pardon? Never mind, it might be a little ahead of your time. Oh, alright. After the conversation lulls, you nudge him playfully and he looks at you a moment before nudging back, smile appearing on his face. Though it is difficult for you to judge how the entirety of the night has been going right now, in this moment, Jake seems pretty content to be at your side. While you sit in comfortable silence, you're aware of him sneaking some intrigued glances at your orange eyes, and when you finally turn your head to catch him in the act, he starts to blush. Your heartbeat increases in response, and when you subconsciously raise a hand to your chest, the pulse drumming under your fingers remind you of how this started. There's something important you need to tell Jake. Strider, you look like you've got something on your mind. A penny for your thoughts? He takes your free hand loosely in his own and you squeeze it. He feels as real as anything, but... Jake, what would you do if I told you this was all a dream? Well, golly, I'd say you that is a pretty swell dream. But what makes you say that? Because you've been comatose for 4 days and 13 hours, and this world is just what you built while you were asleep. Huh? No one could figure out why you wouldn't wake up. I don't even know how it happened. Maybe it was too many hits to the head. Maybe it was the stress of the game. You fell asleep one night and I kept trying to wake you up, but 4 fucking days. I tried everything, but I couldn't figure out any other way than going to wherever the fuck it was you went. I thought maybe if I was lucky, you had dreamt about me and created a splinter of myself here. I could use my power as a heart player to physically enter your dream and merge with the splinter you created. Splinters? Powers of heart? What on earth are you talking about? Yeah, I realize right now this all sounds pretty crazy. On the other side, both of us have some pretty interesting abilities thanks to this big game we're playing. And it's complicated. I'll say, I just hoping that you'll trust me on this. You're asleep right now, Jake. You need to wake up. Jay looks understandably perplexed by all this. You can tell that he's at least taking you seriously, but from the look in his eyes, he still doesn't fully believe you. So if this is all a dream, how would I go about waking up? Theoretically speaking, of course. Well, the dream took a certain form when I entered it. You dreamed of a game, Jake. I'm playing that game right now. And I was given an objective. I'm assuming completing it will lead to you waking up. So my life is in your hands then. I don't know, Dirk. It sounds a bit nutty. Yeah, I figured it would take you some time to realize it. Think it over for now. There doesn't have to be any huge rush. Just know that I'm here to protect you. And I wouldn't do anything that was going to hurt you, alright? Alright, Dirk. I'll suppose I'll think it over for now. In the meantime, let's enjoy this evening. Would you care to dance again? Maybe. Yeah, I'd love to dance with you. Oh. You take him by the arm and follow him up to the ballroom, where the band is striking up a new song, slower than the previous, jazzy swing. You think that dancing in a manner that made it unclear who was leading would be confusing or awkward. put his arm on your back and your arms around his waist, seem to nudge together completely. Your bodies are scandalously close in an intimate, almost waltz-like position. Jake smiles and leans even closer to you, a move you mirror to touch your foreheads together. Jerk. Jake. Kiss him, you idiot. As cliche as it is to say, the rest of the gala seems to have vanished into a vague background noise. The only music you care about is the beating of his heart, in time with yours. The moment is now, a movie-esque scene ripped straight from the theaters. You slowly lower your mouth in the direction of Jake's. You are interrupted by a loud, thundering bang. Oh God. Startles you up out of your stupor and makes Jake jump in your arms. The front door has been blown open and shoved to either side as a hulking green figure dominates the doorway. Oh, shit. Lord English glances your way, and you can see him immediately recognize just who you are and how your arms are wrapped suggestively around his son. Judging by the look in those flash-pull ball eyes, you have an upcoming date with the business end of Daddy English's Tommy gun. Every instinct you have is telling you to grab Jake and run for the exit. Jake has other plans, however, and before you can snag him, he's pulling out your grasp to greet his dad. Hello there, father. Your business went well, I take it? You there, son. What are you doing? Huh? What do you mean? What do you think you're doing with this disgusting boy here? Father, I mean, not to be ungrateful or anything, but you did hire him, did you not? Sorry, Dirk, this is going to be going worse than I thought. You fight the urge to facepalm very, very hard. Jake is just digging both of your graves at this point. This situation could pretty much not get any worse. Except apparently it can, because before Lord English has a chance to advance on you any further, in bursts Slick, Droog, Deuce, and boxcars, and an armful of weaponry. Slick draws his gun and points it straight at Lord English, and all activity in the room causes to a screeching halt. Slick cocks the pistol, and you can see him thinking over some clever witticism to throw down in a moment like this. But then he glances over and spots you instead. Shit, 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 shit. Hey kid, what's the big idea? Why ain't the English kid dead yet? I thought I'd give you a freaking job. Better off the kid right now before I knock the both of ya. You're disgracing the name of the Midnight Crew. Jake turns to look at you with wide, hurt eyes, and you feel your stomach bottom out. Now Jake knows that you're not only a member of the Midnight Crew, but one sent to kill him. As an added bonus, your fellow gang members are readying their weapons and advancing towards Lord English. Looks like you're about to have a full-fledged mob fight on your hands. Slick is still staring a hole in you as the first bullet starts to fly. Time to think, quick. Before you have a chance to react, Jake grabs you by the arm and yanks you off the dance floor. For once, he steps ahead of your curve. I think it's time to split. Yeah, I'm right behind you. The two of you dodge bullets in panicked guess as you run for the nearest exit. Glass pane shatters in the door you run through, sprinkling your jacket as you duck behind the hedge lining the villa. A few frightened people run past your hiding spot without noticing you. You certainly made it out of here in the nick of time. Yeah, we better not stick around. This place is going to turn into a battleground with Slick and Lord English at the helm. You're right about that. You're surprised that Jake had no mention of you being a part of the Midnight Crew. You figured he'd be furious about it, or that it would be put a quick stop to the progress you've been making in getting him to trust you. In any case, he's still here with you, and he has no intention of leaving, it seems. Now might be a good time to finally confront him about waking up. Jake, listen. I know I told you to think over what I said and to take your time. But we might not be able to wait. I can wake you up, but you need to trust me. Dirk, I do trust you. I don't know why. Because this all sounds absolutely zany, but somehow I do. I know in my heart you would never lie to me. Despite the fact we just met tonight, it feels almost like I've known you for years. Jake. He reaches out to take your hand in his, and hope flutters in your chest as he speaks. When you entered his dream, you had figured that you had to fight tooth and nail to get someone as stubborn as Jake to believe you. It turns out he trusted you all along. Yes, Dirk, I trust you. It's just, if this is indeed a world of my own creation, do you think we could hold off and wake me up just yet? It seems an awful waste to give up on the opportunity to see everything this place has to offer. You want to stay? Well, yes, but only if you'll stay with me. For some reason, it would feel very empty if you leave. I'd very much like for you to stay so that we can explore this place together. It wasn't exactly the end you had imagined. However, the idea of staying here with Jake isn't entirely unappealing. You've enjoyed your time spent in the dream with him, and the idea of killing him here, even if it would wake you up, is intensely unappealing to you. Surely it couldn't hurt to stay here for a little longer. You give his hand a squeeze. Sure, Jake. I'd be happy to stick around. Oh, thank goodness. I'm really glad to hear it. We'd best skedaddle before my pops or your gang mates show up. But first... He grins at you and tugs your forehead slightly, using your clasped hands, before ducking and kissing you. A thrill runs through you, and you weren't expecting it, so you take an embarrassing long moment to kiss him back. When you do, though, you practically melt into it. His lips are soft and taste like the candies he's been eating all night, and you will never be able to get enough of them. There is a growing sense of excitement about your future adventures together, budding between you two. When you part, you share equal grins before the sound of gunfire breaks the moment. The mob fight is moving closer. There's no more time to waste on sloppy makeouts. Hand in hand, the two of you dart along the side of the building until you make it to the nearby street. Once there, you slow your pace and walk together, suddenly heading away from the noise of the gang fights. The sun is slowly rising in the distance, and you walk towards it, and a new tomorrow exploring this world together. The end. What? Okay, no. That's not the ending I want. No, I want them to wake up. Oh. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to go real quick through this. Read this.
This is the motherfucking ending I wanted.
You whip the gun from your pocket and fire a shot through Jay's heart, point blank. Okay, before I even go before I go along with it, the only reason I know this is ending for this one with a different ending is because I've seen photos of it, and so basically what you missed, if you saw my little speed away, is they don't have time to escape, and so Jake Dirk turns around and says, I need to shoot you so you can wake up. It's my goal. That's the goal of the game that you gave me. Yada yada. So basically this is it. He shoots him. Very Kanaya Aridin, isn't it? And there you go. He crashes backwards onto the floor. The shock in his eyes slowly blinked as blood blooms across the breast of his jacket. His eyes dim and adrenaline pumps through your own veins as you come to terms with the fact that you had just shot Jake English. You don't have time to dwell on this fact because around you everything has suddenly stopped with Jake's death. Figures around you are frozen and everything suddenly becomes blurry. You feel like the floor has been pulled out from underneath of you, and then you're toppling forward, landing on top of Jake with your arms splayed across his chest. Jake's dream collapses and everything goes black. And this is the ending I was waiting for. Hey. Hello there. That certainly was a crazy dream. Yeah, it was. Only you could have come up with something that ridiculous. I suppose so. Thank you, though, for trusting me. Oh no, don't you dare. You were the one coming to my rescue. I hardly think you need to thank me for that. So thank you, Dirk. Thank you for saving my life. Jake's eyes start to water, and before the tears start falling, you reach up and wipe away with your thumb. Okay, dude. No waterworks, okay? You're safe. I'm safe. Everything's okay, right? Just like I promised. Yeah, you did promise, you self-sacrificing idiot. Shh, it's okay, Jake. I'm just happy you're back again. He's on the verge of crying harder now, and that's just something you don't want to see him do. Not after you finally have him back again. Hell no. You cup the side of his face and tilt his head towards you, leaning forward and kissing him. He makes a startled noise before leaning into it. His breath is warm on your skin, and he could probably stand to brush his teeth after being asleep for so long. But it hardly matters to you. You're kissing Jake, who is very much alive and no longer a comatose vegetable lying limply in a bed. And you couldn't be happier that he's safe and in your arms. It takes you a moment to pull apart because each time you try, you just wind up kissing again. You're so filled with relief and with love for this crazy idiot that you just can't help quite straight for once in your life. I love you, Jake. He laughs, a fluttering sound that you feel drift across your face. Me too, love. Me too. And that's the ending I was looking for. And the only reason I didn't like the ending that I got in the first place was because, imagine, okay, I get that they're like, oh, we can be together and everything, but they have a game to play. I'm sorry, but they need to win this game. They need to scratch it. They need to do something and just beat the game and destroy Lord English. They can't be in a comatose for their whole lives to sleep through it. Eventually they'll wake up and then they'll realize all their friends are dead and not the good dream bubble kind. So anyways, I hope you like this game. Play by heart. I'll put the link down below, so if you guys want to play it, go ahead and leave me your feedback, comments, subscribe, and if you want more, and like it if this was pretty good. Until next time, sayonara.